Sup guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I achieved these beautiful goddess braids. Okay, so before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. So let's get into it. So as you can assume, I pre-sectioned my hair into little twists. That just makes it easier. So what you're going to do is basically detangle the section of hair that you want. You can do it with a comb or with a Denman brush. I usually do both because for this style I want my hair to be as smooth as possible. Then you go in with some Shine and Jam and you use a generous amount. And you work that in from the tip of the hair down to the root of the hair, because the aim here is to get your, well, if you have natural hair, is to get it as smooth and as straight as possible so that your braid can be really neat and you won't be able to see the line of demarcation where your natural hair is and where the synthetic hair is. Then I'm not going to explain this part about how to loop the hair and how to braid. I have another video on that will be somewhere up in the cards. You can go ahead and check that out if you want a more detailed talk through of how to braid and grip the root and all of that, but I will still show it here for those of you who are more of visual learners. You can just look and learn, but I'm not going to go through the hassle of explaining it when I already did so in a previous video. So after you've already added the style and jam and stuff, you go ahead and braid the hair in.
Perfect.
Now you can go ahead and add the curly hair, because for the curly pieces that'll be hanging out. As you can see, I just wrapped it over my entire hand and then clasped it between my pointer and thumb finger. Then I went ahead and looped the other piece over and just continued to braid it down. After you've braided down like about 2 to 3 crosses, go ahead and pull one piece of that curly hair out, because that's the piece that's going to be hanging loosely at the top. Then you can go ahead and just continue braiding down the shaft of the braid as you would to just complete the braid. Now take care to continually smooth your fingers over your natural hair while you braid so that it'll keep it taut and smooth. Now make sure the curly hair that you use is longer than the braiding hair that you have. If it's not, just try to loop it at a kind of an uneven way so that there's enough hair that hangs at the end of your braid so it can be curly at the ends, and then a little piece that can hang at the top to give you the curly look at the top. So just go ahead and complete your braid. Now I like to take some Gorilla Snot and run that down the length of the curly hair that's hanging at the bottom, because that helps it to clump back together and give a nice neat curl instead of like a frizzy bushy type of something. Then you can go ahead and use the Gorilla Snot again on the piece of hair that's hanging at the top, just to make sure that all those loose pieces are nicely curled and not messy. Now I'll get into my edges. So I didn't do my edges on camera. It's impossible trying to do your edges while looking into a viewfinder. So I did my edges off camera. Then what I like to do next is take a piece of a wrap it up styling strip, and I just wrap that around my edges because it helps it to lay better and last a bit longer. Then because the Detangling braiding hair, because I can't dip it in hot water to, you know, seal it or anything, because it will also, the hot water will straighten my curly pieces and I don't want that, I go ahead with my styling foam and I basically squeeze it into the braid and then fold the braid up, basically like breaking that tight tension in the braid that makes the braid kind of stiff, basically trying to break it up and loosen it up and soften it so it can move a little better and in a more natural way, like it would if I had dipped it into hot water. And as you can see, I'm successful with that. Now that I'm all done, I'm just removing my wrap strip. And that's the finished look, guys. Check it out. I really love this style. I've been wanting to try it for a while, but I was too lazy to do it on myself. But then I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna pay for it, I'm just gonna do it. So here it is. I tried to get a full length shot of it, but I just couldn't. My filming room is not deep enough to get a full length view of it, but hopefully you get the idea of what I'm working with here. It's a really cute summery style. So thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for my next video. Bye.